I'm not from Boston, but in moving here, I feel like I learned so much about this city and like these micro stories that really illuminate sort of the answer to your question about like why Boston. I mean, for me, like the way that Daniel started out by talking about like the founding of the colony by the Puritans who had a very different and revolutionary idea for how a society or how religion should be even run. It starts there, and I was actually working with National Geographic a few years ago on a docuseries about like hidden histories in Boston. And one thing that I found, even though like it comes from a weird place, when we were studying the Salem witch trials, so I was doing a video about Tituba, learning about the Mathers and just like the intellectualism that went into you were mentioning the first public school, but like even like what has turned into Harvard and all the universities that exist around here, like there was just a level of I think inquiry that comes from Boston. Another story that comes to mind, and the reason I brought the Salem witch trials is just like how like they were interrogated and how the Mathers were. I think it was Cotton Mather, the son. When we were learning about Onesimus, who was an enslaved African man, and the smallpox, and like how inoculation was invaded here. There's obviously the whole innovation trail that exists here. I think that idea of like innovation and intellectual inquiry and education and almost an egalitarian way, I think is really perhaps unique to Boston, both back then and even now.